Aloha and welcome back to Pineapple Top Hawaii. Mahalo for joining us once again for another quick and easy recipe. Today we're going to a potluck and we had some ingredients to make some hamburger steak, so why not and whip some up. This is going to be a double recipe, so our regular recipe that makes about 8 to 10 hamburger patties will be down below. This is a doubled recipe. Like I said, I'll be taking it to a potluck, so this is going to be making about 18 to 20. We'll let you know exactly what we put in here, and like any other recipe that we do, we're gonna follow it the first time or use the recipe, but we do tweak it a little, so we'll let you know how it came out. Now, I don't always make hamburger steak, but when I'm making something for a big crowd and I want to stretch it a little and I do have the ingredients, I go ahead and make it. What made me want to make this one also is because I have this mushroom seasoning from Trader Joe's. I got it gifted. And this thing is so potent and good. It makes the hamburger steaks taste even more savory. So we had to try it out. So basically, we're going in with our hamburger. 2 pounds. Got our cut up bread, which we're actually using some sweet bread. Putting in some half and half. Onion, eggs. We had a little bit of cheese, so we added in some shredded and grated Parmesan cheese. Then we're going to go ahead and mix that well and let it sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes before frying it up. Now, we did have a couple of containers of leftover mushrooms, so we're going to be using this 2 ways. One, we're going to be cutting it up in small pieces for the gravy, so that there's a lot of pieces of mushrooms inside. And then we're going to use some baby, I believe it's cremini mushrooms. And I'm going to slice that up for the gravy as well. So it's going to be nice and hearty. Now we're going to fry this up in a little bit of olive oil. I would say at least 1 to 2 minutes per side on medium to high heat. Looking for a nice golden brown color. Then we're going to place it on the side because we're going to be also simmering it inside our gravy. So we're not looking for it to be cooked thoroughly, but we are looking for that nice golden crust on top because that's really going to flavor the dish. Okay, for our gravy, we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of fat. So that's 1.5 tablespoons of butter and 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to add in our onions and let that sweat down a little bit. We're going to add the same amount of flour to fat ratio. So 3 tablespoons of flour, and we're going to cook that down. We're making something called a roux. So basically, it's a thickener that's going to help our gravy become thick. You're going to want to cook off the flour, meaning you want to at least cook your flour down 2 to 3 minutes before adding any liquid. This is going to help take away that raw flour taste, and it's also going to help it not become grainy. So we're going to cook this down and then add in our chopped mushrooms. So for our gravy, we're going to add in 3 liquids. One is going to be a beef broth, water, and then half and half. So the first one, we're going to be using 1 cup of beef broth, and you can use whatever you have, whether it's beef broth, bone broth, a beef bouillon that is dissolved in a cup of water, whatever you want to use. And then we're going to go ahead and stir that down. When you add in your liquid, you want to do it little at a time, because if you pour in all your liquid at once, it can leave clumps inside your gravy. So if you do it slow, it's gonna become smooth and silky. To that, we're gonna add in our 1 cup of water, stir it up, and then lastly, it's gonna be 1 cup of half and half. After that, we're gonna add in our sliced mushrooms, and your gravy is gonna start beginning to thicken. We are gonna add in seasoning. So if you use the beef bouillon, it's gonna be already seasoned. So make sure you're not adding too much salt after that. This one, we're just gonna add in some onion salt and then a little bit more of that mushroom powder into our gravy. Taste it for salt. When it's nice and ready, we're just gonna add in our patties back in. Put it on a low heat to simmer. Cover it for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the doneness of your hamburger patties. And you are set to eat over rice. If you want to do it loco moco style with an egg, doesn't matter. Your dish is ready to eat. This is one of the best cream of mushroom gravy hamburger steaks that I've made, I have to say. And I really think it's that mushroom powder and just all of that mushroom goodness made it so much better. But we hope you folks enjoyed this video and like this recipe. If you try it out, let us know how it came out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you folks have a happy holidays. We did do a month long in November of desserts for Thanksgiving last year. So go ahead and check that out on our page. But other than that, we will see you on the next. Mahalo for watching.